guys, and welcome to another edition of the Blu-Review, where today we're talking about Dead Men Down from Sony Home Entertainment. Okay, so this is a movie that, I remember seeing advertising for it, like the trailers and stuff on TV, and not really knowing what it was about, and they sort of made it out to be this, thriller or something, and I was like, I don't care about that. But then I saw that it had Terrence Howard in it. I'm not, the biggest Terrence Howard fan on the planet, but I will see just about anything he's in. So whatever that says, it says. And so that's why I wanted to check this movie out. So on the back of this it says, a compelling suspense thriller. I don't know if you can read that. Anyways, it's not really a thriller. Basically what this movie is about is Colin Farrell plays this low-level gangster, and Terrence Howard plays this mid-level gangster that Colin Farrell works for. And someone's trying to kill Terrence Howard, and they're sending them all these pictures with his eyes X'd out and all these cryptic messages and stuff, and basically killing a lot of his guys, a lot of his crew and stuff. And we don't know what the fuck's going on. And Colin Farrell is one of those guys that works for him, and he lives in this apartment building, and right across from it is another apartment building where Naomi Rapace lives. And they kind of flirt with each other across the balcony, and then they go out on a date. And she's got all these scars and stuff on her face. And she tells him she's been in a car accident. When they're on their way home, she gets in to drive by this guy's house, and she's like, "That's the guy who caused my car accident. I want you to kill him," because she has this video on her phone of him killing somebody. And we realize that it's the guy from the beginning of the movie, and that Colin Farrell is the guy trying to kill Terrence Howard. Now it's a little bit of a spoiler, but it's not so much that it's going to ruin the movie. It might actually kind of help the film a little bit, because like I said in the beginning, you don't really know what's going on, but maybe you kind of suspect that Colin Farrell has got something to do with it. But again, I suspect that Naomi Rapace had something to do with it, because it's kind of how the back kind of sets it up, she has something to do with it. She doesn't. She's just basically this neighbor that he kind of flirts with, and she wants him to kill this guy who caused her car accident. And people keep calling her monster and throwing rocks and shit at her. She's got some scars on her face, but not to the point where she's not fucking Eric Stoltz in Mask, or the Elephant Man, where she's got some scars on her face. That was the only part of the movie really that didn't work for me. They set it up like she's disfigured in this big bad way, and not really. I mean, yeah, she has some scars, but she still looks pretty fucking hot. Anyways, you find out that Colin Farrell's this guy, and he's got a backstory. The movie is not as much of a thriller. I mean, the only aspects of it that are really a thriller are, throughout the course of the movie, Colin Farrell's friend, who also works for Terrence Howard, is kind of trying to figure out who's trying to kill Terrence Howard, and he keeps getting closer and closer, and we know that Colin Farrell doesn't want to kill his friend, so there's a little bit of a thriller, or a suspense-type aspect to that, of will this guy figure it out, or will Colin Farrell kill him, etc., etc. But basically the movie is sort of a drama action movie. And the action is sort of on the back end. It's much more of a drama with a little tint of romance thrown in there, because Colin Farrell and Naomi Rapace is sort of kind of flirtation and with each other, and that's really what it is. The movie is from the producer Neil Moritz, who also produced the Fast and the Furious movie, and he does a lot of films like that. So you might thought that this was going to be similar to that. It's really not. It's a drama movie that has sort of a little bit of tint of these other genres in it, of action, of a revenge picture, of I guess a little bit of a thriller, but not pulse pounding. I wasn't sure if I was going to like the movie, I gotta be honest with you, but when it was over with, I found myself saying, you know what, I really like that movie. It was one of those films that kind of surprised me at how much I did like it. I thought, you know what, it's going to be over, and I'm like, that was okay, that was good, not really a whole lot to say about it, but when it was over with, I was like, you know what, I really like that movie. It's from the guy who directed the Swedish version of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which also starred Naomi Rapace. It's one of those films that everything about it, I think, works. The main reason I went into this Terrence Howard, he's not really in the movie that much, so that was kind of a little bit of a drawback, but everything else about the movie I thought worked. I began to care about the characters. I began becoming sort of invested in the story. You know what? I really liked it. I thought it was a really good movie. And if you see this at the video store, definitely check this out. Rent it. See if if you liked it as much as I did. This might not be a day one, like check this out, because it's not a life changing movie, but it's a fun movie that you definitely should check out. You should definitely rent it. I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. As far as the picture quality in this thing is concerned, it's definitely a 4-star. It's a digitally shot film, or at least it felt like a digitally shot film. It looks good. It looks clean. I didn't really notice anything that stood out. The sound was really good. It comes with a DTS HD Master audio, so that's really awesome. But again, it's not like an action picture. The best part about this movie is Colin Farrell. I mean, he plays like a real badass. I mean, he kind of plays sort of a like Jason Bourne type character, where he's like on the rooftop with like sniper rifles and he's throwing grenades and he's doing like punching people and stuff. But it's not that action packed. Okay, it's not that action packed at all. But it's pretty cool. I liked it. I thought it was a really decent film. So if you see this one, check it out. Alright, till next time. Space, bitches!